in a good way. I'm challenged to do it well, to hear the other voices that I'm singing with, to synchronize and harmonize with them. And it's one of the most thrilling things that I know to do, that I do, and my whole body responds to it. My whole mind is captivated by it. And with such a strong response, I started thinking that perhaps this is something that could be equated to my life purpose. And the reason, Becca's probably going to laugh about this, because life purpose is something that I struggled with for as long as she's known me. And it was only this year that I got a new definition of that I went, oh, maybe I have one. Because whenever the topic would come up, I would just get upset because I didn't know what it was, I didn't have one, I wasn't here for any reason, and I just don't have it. And that was the way I felt about it. It's like, don't even talk about life purpose. I don't have one, okay? I'm not here for a reason. But then I heard Oprah Winfrey's definition of life purpose. And Oprah shares that our purpose is our spirit seeking expression. And when I heard that, I went, I have a spirit. I can express it. Holy crap. I may have a life purpose. And the beautiful thing about it is I don't have to know what it is. I don't have to create it. Right? If I have to create it, I have to know what it is and seek it out and get my hammer and nails and build it.
You don't have to name it.
I don't have to name it. And I have one.
You're
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
And I'm it. So, wow, how freeing that was.
Yeah.
My whole world exploded when I learned that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Purpose is our spirit seeking expression. So from that point forward, I was thrilled to do it. My purpose is to connect with my spirit and express it. Oh joy, oh joy. And I have found more joy in my life from that than I have ever experienced. And then I went, oh, wait a minute. There's joy here. There's joy in singing. Wait a minute. I think I'm on to something here. Could it be that singing is one of my life purposes? Because I don't think there's just one.
Oh, so now you think there's a bunch of them, huh?
You see what it's done to me? Yeah, now look at me.
Now you're expanding. Oh my God.
What else is there? It's like mining for gold, you know? So I don't even know, and it doesn't matter what shape it takes. All I know is I love expressing myself through singing. So the more I can do that, the happier I am, and the more joy I bring into my life. So that's what I'm doing.
Yay.
And with that, I would like to invite my friend Carly up to share with you the singing that we found. Carly, so I had been in the choir for 4 years or something like that, and Carly ended up being here at service one day, and she heard me singing in the back, and she started singing with me. She found the harmony, and she started singing with me, and I'm going, what is that sound? Wait a minute, we've got to do more of that.
Yes, you do.
So, I introduce my friend Carly.
Hey, friend, Carly. Hi.
Welcome, Carly.
Thank you.
We don't get to sing often enough together, but that'll change soon. And we'll have more songs that we're going to do. So we're doing a song I'm sure you've heard us sing before. Maybe some of you haven't, so there it is. But we're going to change it up a little bit.
Oops. And you always have an audience here, because I think as singers, you need to be appreciated, and we do.
We appreciate you.
Thank you, Dottie. Thank you.
You're always welcome.
Every time I feel this way, this old familiar sinking, I will lay my troubles down by the water, where the river will never run dry. Hallelujah, I'm gonna let myself be lifted. I'm gonna let myself be lifted. I'm gonna let myself be lifted. By and by I will lay my troubles down by the water, where the river will never run dry. It's been said, and I do believe, as you ask, so shall you receive. So take from me these troubles, bring me sweet release, where the river will never run dry. Hallelujah, I'm gonna let myself be lifted. I'm gonna let myself be lifted. I'm gonna let myself be lifted. By I will lay my troubles down by the water, where the river will never run dry. There is a river in this heart of hearts, with a knowingness of my highest good. I am willing, I will do my part, where the river will never run dry. Hallelujah. I'm gonna let myself be lifted. I'm gonna let myself be lifted. I'm gonna let myself be lifted. By I will lay my troubles down by the water, where the river will never run dry. Where the river will never run dry. This river will never run dry.
I love that song.
I don't know whether I cry because I like the song or that I like watching you.
And Cheryl, you created the Taga song.
We did. Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah. Singer-songwriter now.
What a purpose!
That's right. That's right.
What, can we hear the Taga song?
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh-oh, there they are.
So
And they're
Taga
back.
is the healing modality that Becca Thompson practices. It's really amazing. If you want to hear more about it, ask her. Can miss an opportunity.
Wait a minute, how does it go? How does it start back?
No, higher.
Tangle the knots of our past, transform our lives into what our heart asks. Guide us to the truth we will find, with angels, guides, and ancestral lines. Tag and tangle the knots of our past. Transform our lives into what our heart asks. Guide us to the truth we will find through angels, guides, and ancestral lines. So we do have another sing-along. There is a paper on your chair, blissful stillness.
Oh, there goes back. We lose back
Yeah,
on
we lose
this.
back
Bear with me while I find it.
Okay.
Does everybody have the music? I mean, the words? She has the music, we have the words.
I don't need this.
Más bueno,
Just
grupo
blissful
de-
stillness. Are we good?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like the change it up too.
Okay.
Well, bless you.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. How was that for
Okay, talk amongst yourselves.
Usually it was welcome if you have one.
Dang it, where is it?
Had I known about the CCL minister who became a song.
Had I known, I would have brought this to you.
You have to get
I would like to say something. I know that's going to surprise all of you.
because I can't do it unless
But
you're
what I would
waiting.
like for us to do is to use this as a prayer to what happened in Las Vegas.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great
And
idea.
to bring in all the energy that was going on there and what happened. But particularly, we know the people who are in spirit singing another octave. But for the people who are left behind, for the people who loved concerts, loved music, to feel now that they can't go anywhere again, we want to let them know that there is a blissful stillness within them that will help them to get through this time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dottie.
Blissful stillness, come to me. Blissful stillness, come. Hold me in your sweet, silent embrace.
Members of the choir to stand up.
Yeah, thank you.
Members of the choir, would you like to stand up and sing?
Blissful stillness, come to me. Blissful
There's your purpose, right?
Pardon me?
There's your purpose. There it
It's your purpose singing, it's getting everybody else to
You may want to fade that out, it lasts for like 5 minutes.
Great song, everybody.
Yoo-hoo!
Bravo.
is. Yeah, thanks.
And we had sun and months together, guys.
No, we haven't.
Didn't you sound good?
It was a nice reunion. Yeah, like Dr. Arlene said, nostalgia. It's great to be there again in those, standing in the.
Embrace, yeah.
Yeah. Standing in that way and singing together, it's really nice. At this time, I wanted to take a moment, pause, and see if there was any sharing. If anybody felt compelled to share any experiences, any comments, any questions.
For myself, I love listening to you sing and with Carly and on your own. You know, you really do have a wonderful voice.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And standing next to you in the choir, I never miss my spot because you never.
You know that matters.
I know it
you
does.
know?
I'm
Where
always
you're
listening.
standing
Yes.
in relation to each other, it does matter. Yeah.
Because he's on my left and all right, and you're on my left, he's on my right, and I'm listening to the two of you, and then I can hear everybody else, and the two of you never mess up.
And it depends on the song though,
Yeah.
too, right? What our hearts are.
Yeah,
That's
As to
true about
who you,
life.
Yeah.
isn't that a great metaphor?
Yeah.
What's-
It really
Yeah.
is.
was it? What was the metaphor?
It depends on
Where you are in life.
Yeah.
How you sound. You know.
Right, depends on the song, depends on the circumstance,
Who's there with you?
right?
Who's supporting you?
Depending on the song and your part in it, who do you need to stand next to so that you can get support
Yeah.
by hearing their part, balancing out your own?
Well, and when the choir, it started to happen, but when the choir is full tilt into that song, colors stream out. Really healing colors, and each person sends their own wavelength. And it is truly a healing experience to sit and receive when the choir arranges itself in such a way that there's no thought inward of what I'm doing. Everything is sent and expressed outward in a harmonic. And that harmonic wave is truly magnificent.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
And I think that, speaking as a member of the choir, when that happens, we get goosebumps.
Oh,
Yeah.
We feel it.
Big time.
We totally feel it when it gels like that. It feels like spirit coming through us. Carly, I think you were.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that what Beck talks about harmonics. When I'm singing with you, there's a certain kind of very particular listening that happens because the energy and the colors and the harmonics are so strong, so that we're pretty much just matching energy. So it's this beautiful matching that we do, and that's what the choir is doing as well. You can hear it, you can feel it. So it's just such a special privilege, and it's a beautiful thing to be able to be witnessing as well as creating at the same time.
Yes, magic.
Thank you for that. Yeah?
So as I've always taught the choir, and what I want everybody to know, because so many people say to me, I can't sing. Why should I be in a choir? I can't sing. And everybody, what do I tell you? It has nothing to do with what you can do. This is all a receiving of spirit and it pouring through you. And when you are truly in touch, and when we're in touch with each other, and we're harmonizing together, and we're working together as we are one energy together, and we open up, and we are actually letting God, Goddess, all that is, sing through us. And really, that's why singing is such an amazing spiritual experience, because it's not just something that you're doing it with your higher self, and your higher self is what's pouring through you. And that's the amazing colors that both Beck and Carly were describing. That is when we truly give ourselves those goosebumps, and yes, indeed.
Thank you for that. Chris is now.
Yeah, when I first came to CCL and I listened to the choir, I would just sit in the back row and just cry. I would just cry every time, and it was such a moving thing to be on the receiving end of everything that everybody has described here. And then there was a day when I couldn't sit anymore. I just couldn't sit anymore, and I offered to lend what I consider a very bad ear and tone deafness to the choir to give some richness. And I also wanted so much for that choir to be here and so it was I want this so bad. I want to do my part. This is not a marketing thing, but I needed to do my part to ensure that I wasn't letting it slip by. And so it was so important to me that I stepped up. Now, what happened over the last couple of years is just extraordinary, and people have talked a little bit about that, the extraordinary growth and confidence, and not one to listen to people all that well. I really had to learn how to be different. But the biggest thing for me was, it was so moving to be on the receiving end. I really, really wanted to be part of the engine that Annie has just described, to be part of the engine in that flow, so that what comes down is put out. And there's a tremendous consciousness that happens when the choir stands there and sings. There's I'll just leave it at that. There's a tremendous consciousness that is coming through, and we can feel it. And I can tell you, when we've had conversations, the choir is in awe of what happens when we put ourselves into that service position. So I really love the fact that we had a little reunion just now, and thank you for that. And it reminds me of the incredible tenderness and sweetness that we can be part of, and the joy.
That was a great suggestion, Dottie. I love that.
Yeah.
Leslie?
Yeah, I just, I was once told, come join the Serenity Choir. I forget what church it was, because I recently had some fogginess in my brain, but they said, if you can sing Happy Birthday, you can come. You can. Happy Birthday is the hardest song to sing. So sing Happy Birthday, and I sang, and I kind of did my little audition. But fear, just total fear of joining anything. And I just want to say, and I'm going to get emotional because I've never felt so welcome in an environment in all my years. That I'm loved just for who I am and what I bring. And I love to sing.
Yay!
And I'm feeling like, I can say yes to being in a group and singing. And you guys I'm just so happy I walked in here. And
Happy you're here too.
We have our first volunteer.
Awesome. Welcome to the
We
choir.
will have choir again.
There's such a profoundness to music. How many of you have heard a song come up and automatically you have a flashback to the past?
Absolutely.
sure.
It's tied
All
to
the time.
events.
It
Yeah.
brings back so many memories.
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah. Well, we're running out of time. I just wanted to leave you with
Do what
this.
you do. Do what you do.
Oh,
That's you.
what is it? Do what you love, right on.
And please know that you are held.
Oh,
by
how sweet.
Spirit
Yeah.
as you venture out into the unknown and find your joy.
Thank you.